Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the United Way. Manchester United 0, Southampton 0. Anthony Taylor was a disgrace. VAR was a shambles. Don't get me wrong, we did well. You could almost say it was 12 against 10 with that referee on VAR. But listen, obviously the big question is, and I'll ask it again. I'll just throw it up here for the preview. Did Casemiro deserve to be sent off? I think that's the talking point of today's game, is the red card. You could see it yourself. He went for the ball, and then, the ball kind of messed him up. Foot went on top of the ball then, and then it just... I'm sick of really trying to repeat it. Does that game feel more like a loss than a draw? Of course, we're trying to, get top 4 days, but, we're still 8 points ahead of Liverpool, so I'm not sure how many points they are behind Tottenham, but, we'll look through that. And Casemiro's out for 4 games, not 3, 4, so he'll miss the Fulham game, the Newcastle game, the game against Brentford, and the Everton game. So he won't be back until the 15th of April, which is literally a month in the Premier League. Obviously, you're playing in European competitions, but the next game that you can play domestically is the 15th of April, which, as I said, is in another month. Which, listen, he got 2 yellow cards since he came to United. 2 have been through VAR, not through on-field decisions, through VAR. And yeah, take the first one out of it if you want. But the second one, was it really a red? Forward on the ball kind of messed him up, you could say, but I didn't think he deserved it. Will Man United trying to appeal it? It's going to be interesting to see what Ten Hag wants to do. It's going to be really, really interesting to see what Ten Hag wants to do. And yeah, some would say hard fought point, but I'd say it was really hard fought. Should we have had, I think the first half, was a handball when the Southampton player was on the ground. Should we have had a red card, a penalty? A lot of things went against us, but that's fortunate, that's behind us now. But the Casemiro red card, I don't think it was a red card. But sure, what do I know? We had a few, don't get me wrong, we had a few chances as well before the red card. Rashford was through, we were through. So we should have won. You could say the second half kind of just went against us because, well, since we got the red card, you brought on McTominay and he took off Weghorst. That made it was the game, just kind of the game plan, you could say, went out the window since, as soon as Casemiro got the red. And, you could tell that, the referee didn't even take in to the fact that you got the ball and then the ball went into... he did hit his you can almost say around the ankle area, if you want to say. But he still got the ball. His foot was on top of the ball, and then it just kind of messed him up and hit. I don't think it was intentional. He went there, oh yeah, I'm going to go in and try and smash his leg up, or his foot up, whatever you want to call it. I don't think so. But the referee could have been better today. And unfortunately, we got the point. Better than a loss, obviously. Think of if we lost the game and we had a red card, it'd be a bit of a kick in the backside, to be honest. But hold on, we'll go through the rest. But did Casemiro deserve to be sent off? Is the big question. Do you think he did? Do you think the referee made the correct decision? Would you appeal it? Or would you not appeal? Would you just let it roll on and say no? That is the big question. Can I put it in the chat? I can't put it in the chat. instead of having it up on the yoke. But there it is. Did Casemiro deserve to be sent off? That's the big question. And yeah, I mean, we'll move on. The referee was poor. I know we'll move back to the red card. The referee was poor. I never liked that referee. Anyways, I don't like referees. Was VAR a thing to bring forward? You don't know. Well, I'm not going to sit here and sound like a bit of a moan bag because we didn't lose, but we didn't win. And we're self-toured with a game in hand, I think, over Tottenham Hotspur, who, the way Tottenham season's gone, I wouldn't be too worried about that. We're already going to finish third or fourth. That's literally where we're going to be going, either third or fourth. And someone already says no. Francis Maina, like, welcome to the chat, says no. He doesn't think Casemiro deserves to be sent off. Esniamo Derek, welcome back, says one day things will come to light with VAR, just like they did for Barcelona paying referees. But we can all sense that there's someone behind VAR referees, says Derek. I agree with both of these comments as well. I agree with this and that one. I do agree. I mean, they probably it makes no sense. Like, it doesn't work properly. Like, it's like having a dodgy PlayStation. Like, it just doesn't work properly. And unfortunately, that's where we are. That's where we are with today's game. The game's gone soft, if you ask me. And you could tell that, they were, once he knew the referee was going to look at the monitor, that, I don't know, I forget who we fouled again, but you could see, I'm going to play for this. I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to try and get this man sent off. And he got straight back up as well. The fella, he was on the ground and he got straight back up. So it literally made no sense. He got straight back up. As soon as he said, Casemiro, did he get sent off? Yeah, Casemiro got sent off. Lovely stuff. Right, get back up. Nothing wrong with me. It made no sense, to be honest with you. It made no sense. And unfortunately, this is who it is. But yeah, a lot of people in the watching, so make sure to let us know your thoughts on the game. The Casemiro deserve to be sent off. Let us know. I know it's kind of hard not to talk about it, but the referee was shit. So, there we have it. We had, again, as I said, we had chances. We did have chances in that first half. We didn't do too bad when Casemiro got the sending off in the first half. I will give it to the players. We didn't do too bad, and obviously Ten Hag. We didn't do too bad. But that red card, we didn't finish off our chances. The first touch, I felt like the first touch from a lot of the United players let them down today. And Martinez at the back again was just a rock. He was solid as a rock. Him, Lisandro Martinez. I have to give it to Martinez. He always puts in a shift, and we needed him. I know you can play in the midfield as well. He played there briefly when he played for Ajax under Ten Hag. And it seemed to be that he had to be solid. And McTominay came on. Didn't do too bad. Obviously, he's nowhere near Casemiro's levels, obviously, but he didn't do too bad. I mean, when you have 10 men, 9 men, 10 men, sorry, when we go, it felt like we really had, it felt like really 10 against 12, to be honest with you. 10 against 13, actually, if you throw VAR in there. But I felt like we didn't do too bad. We controlled the game. We kept our shape. We did keep our shape. We didn't fault. We didn't fault. Again, when Casemiro's not playing, it is a big gap in that midfield. It makes literally no sense. Casemiro was the dumbest in the Premier League. Who says? That I want to say. Who says? I think you should delete that comment and put VAR or Anthony Taylor is the dumbest referee. But anyways, whatever you want. Obviously, you're a rival fan. I mean, I don't think Casemiro deserved the red card. And yeah, people might be saying, "Oh yeah, you're a United fan. You're going to be biased towards that." No, just look at what the referee was a shambles. Referee was a shambles. We have 84 people watching. Like, comment to that subscribe button. Let us know, did Casemiro deserve to be sent off? And let us know your thoughts on the game. 5 red cards. Yeah, mate, I don't know what you're trying to say there. Okay, fair enough. But yeah, we kept our shape well. Could he have maybe brought on Fred instead? I mean, when you have 10 men against a Southampton team who, they started to come to life. As soon as Casemiro got the red card, they started to come to life. They started to realise, oh yeah, hold on, there's a chance here. And we did well. I mean, it was kind of just, as I said, the shape kind of, not the shape, sorry, the game plan went out the window. So basically, you had to be nearly a lot of players in our own half. And, we brought on Garnacho and Palestri. And Fred and Maguire. Obviously, Garnacho came on and he came off, so hopefully his injury is not too bad. And yeah, obviously he took off Martinez near the end, because the last thing you wanted was Martinez getting a red. He would have got a second yellow, so he would have been out for only one game. But still, it's going to be interesting to see. Like, I'm glad we don't have big games coming up like, Liverpool or Chelsea or to Chelsea, or obviously Newcastle away is not going to be a tough one. You don't give a chance to the ref to send you off. Okay, I just want to ask you support before we move forward, because I don't mind talking to other fans, but I just want to know. But I'm not really talking about the referee. I'll talk about that near the end. I don't know why we're still talking about the referee, pal. I don't know why we're still talking about the referee. But yeah, the game plan, I know I said it went out the window, but it didn't go out the window massively. So it makes no sense. It really, really makes no bloody sense. Like, no, we hit the ball. No, we hit the ball and the cover of the ball carried his foot around. That's it. That's all. I agree with that. The ball messed it up for him. Casemiro doesn't ideally deserve to be sent off. But we don't live in an ideal world. Spot on. And Brian says they are killing us, United. Yeah, they definitely are trying to kill us. I mean, we have 72 people watching, a lot of people commenting, so appreciate that. A lot of people watching, Jesus. But, I suppose, there is obviously the negative is Casemiro got sent off. That's the negative. The referee was shambles. Like, referee loves a red card. He reminds me of it's like just another Mike Dean. Mike Dean used to love using the yellows. Was he the referee that gave Casemiro the yellow card last time we played Palace? I don't think so. VAR tends to pause the footage at its point of its interest, never repeat. Play the entire scenario for the ref. They only pause at what they want the referee to see. Only they bias everything. Exactly. They make everything looks worse in slow motion. Is it slow motion? Slow motion, yeah, I think I'm saying it right. Everything looks bad. If you slow mo everything down, it's not going to look good nice, is it? It's not going to look... It's going to look poor. It's going to look like you tried to take the fella's leg off. You know what I mean? So I do agree. I actually agree with that. Really, really agree with that. S in Yomo Derek. Referee had no mercy to us. Yeah, the referees are just shambles, man. Without Casemiro, who are we going to play in CDM? McTominay. Well, Sabitzer still injured, isn't he? So you have let's think of it. Fred, McTominay. Oh my God. And Sabitzer. If Sabitzer, we need him. Oh my God, we need him. We need get Eriksen back. Just give him crutches and let him play on the pitch with crutches. McTominay, Fred, Sabitzer, Fred. I hope Sabitzer's back for the next game. Really, really do. This third time I'm losing money because of Casemiro. Yeah. I hear you support the Arca. Because I know obviously Brian, I think, supports Man United because he hates referees. Don't we all? Don't we all? And also there's a new show coming tomorrow. As I said, I'm not doing it. Leo is basically going through all the fixtures on the weekend, talking about them. Basically getting his thoughts on that. So it's going to be an interesting. So subscribe, stick around, and all that good stuff. But where am I trying to come from here? I mean, that's the main talking point. Like, I'm trying to think. We had a few chances. Gavin Bazunu, he saved Southampton in some parts of the game. Like, don't get wrong. Like, we weren't poor defensively. Like, I just think, like, we were doing good before Casemiro got sent off. Like, defensively, not too bad. Martinez tracked back a good few times. Again, they did kind of really open us apart a few times. I think Theo Walcott was true. And luckily enough, Martinez had the speed and aggression to kind of put him off. And then De Gea obviously saved. But Walcott didn't get enough power behind it to smack it out. To the Blair in the back of the net. Rahil says, why does VAR only take into account the portion of the challenge? I can tell everyone's frustration about this. I can tell that everyone's frustration. Yeah, I can't even talk. Frustration. The VAR looks at the poor things. It doesn't look at the build-up. It doesn't look at the build-up. You don't look at the build-up. You just look at that. He did that. Simple as that. Like, you know what I mean? And John pisses me off. When Casemiro got the red card, the player who was down stood back up, kind of going, I'm all right. I'm not too bad now, actually. I feel much better. Miraculous recovery. It's VAR for you. I mean, as Essenyomo Derek said, they buy us everything. Did you want to use that red card? The Butcher play very well with Wan-Bissaka right back and Raphael. Congratulations from Kenya. Who's Raphael? Maybe it's one of the Southampton players. But they actually did have one good player, Southampton, who was decent. They took him off, but if they watch the whole building and everything, they might change their minds. Yeah, that's it. That's it. They never do that. They never will. But there's also mentality. Our players need to change. Rashi could have done better than diving. Bruno too is fond of that. Yeah, that's true. I mean, as I said, I think kind of part of that game plan just kind of went out the window because we have Casemiro in that midfield. He reads the game. He creates a lot. He lets you move forward a lot. I mean, Bruno couldn't really move forward as much when Casemiro got sent off. So there's nothing really he could do about that one. Raphael Varane. Oh! Because I was just saying congratulations from Kenya. I thought, did they? But no, I did. Yeah, Raphael Varane. Yeah, he did good, yeah. He needed to, let's be honest. What else is there? I think we got to the stage of the game where Ten Hag tried to bring on as many, tried to throw the kitchen sink at it, but it's hard to throw. I mean, if Sabitzer was fit, I probably would have brought Sabitzer on maybe, but then you don't know. You don't know. You just don't know. Good to see HSB says another donkey performance. Yeah. Again, the red card messed us up. Like, remember when we played Palace? We were lucky enough we were 2-0 up at the time and Casemiro got to send it off there. Everything went out the window. And we had 10 men. So, and then don't get me wrong, we drew 2-2 against Leeds. We beat them then a few days later, and then play someone else after that. I think we had an FA Cup game or a Carabao. I don't know, but we didn't do too bad. Where was it? He was out for the 2 games against Leeds. Oh man, I feel like there's another game there. I think we won. Leicester. So, I mean, will we appeal it? Would you appeal it? Like, in all seriousness, would you appeal this? Would you go in and appeal it? Like, if you think he didn't deserve to be sent off, would you appeal it, or would you leave it? I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see what Ten Hag's gonna say. Like, he doesn't seem to have said much. But will we appeal it? It's hard to know. Anthony on the right is an effective. Weghorst isn't good enough. Sancho at 10, Montefiore, make the changes and we will improve. Yeah. I was surprised we played the team we did. We Ten Hag tried to like Sancho. I didn't expect him to play. Like the players, but then we drew. But a team looks well when you have your full 11 out. But once you get a man sent off, doesn't matter who it is, the game plan kind of go out the window. But it was Casemiro. Like he's literally our most. He's our crucial player. Like he's changed our midfield a lot, and that's why where we are today in a good position. Hill says I would appeal it. I mean, listen. Hopefully, like if we can appeal it, happy days. Like we didn't appeal the last red card because we had a Carabao Cup final. The Carabao Cup final was the 4th game, and then usually when you appeal, you get a 4-game ban. But I mean, if you do appeal it and it doesn't go well, that'd be a 5-game ban. But like I'm just looking at he misses the game against Fulham next weekend at Old Trafford. Then he misses the game against Newcastle after the international break, which is 2nd of April. Then he misses the game against Brentford at Old Trafford and the game against Everton at Old Trafford. So basically, we have 4 games to play, and one of those are away without Casemiro. So hopefully, just being at home to Old Trafford helps us, and then he'll be back for the game against Forest, which, as I said, is another month away. So, would you still take Ratcliffe when it's clear we need at least 8 more players? If we need 8 more players, then you have to bring in Qatar because they have the funds, don't they? So, I mean, didn't Ralph Rangnick say it before? Like this club needs like 10, 11 players. Ralph Rangnick said it exactly. Rangnick said it himself. There's 10 or 11 players the Manchester United need to be where they want to be. But don't get me wrong, first to Ten Hag, he's not doing bad with the team he has. Obviously, I hope we get new owners in, and by the summer then we have a bit more energy from us. Not a bit more energy, a bit more players. I'm trying to come up with a cool word, but I just can't. A bit more options, if you want to say. So, it is. If you need more 8 players, Qatar probably. But again, it's gonna be another crazy week, innit? We need to get rid of 8 and bring in 10. Yeah. I think I can pick those 8 for you. Maguire, McTominay, actually, who are the 8 players we're getting rid of? I'm trying to think. Unless you're getting rid of Fred. Jesus, that's half of a team, literally. But listen, we'll go through the stats of this game, and then we'll all have a break because I mean, I didn't think McTominay did too shabby. I didn't think McTominay did too shabby, but he's no Casemiro, so that's why. He is no Casemiro. I'm trying to say, like, I'm trying to see if Ten Hag has said anything about Payne, because he's not going to say anything much about it. Obviously, he'll disagree with it because he's Ten Hag. Ten Hag. What's this? Hamed, but Casemiro know that he's not a small flyer. But why did you do that? He went in for the ball, and I thought he got the ball. Just the ball kind of messed up. Like when it's like his foot was on top of the ball, and it just messed the footing up totally. Casemiro was getting yellow card before that game. Why reference is not like a game of Casemiro. That one should not be red card. Okay. Also, it's the best of Man U again to be qualified for FA Cup. Pretty much. Maguire, McTominay, Fred, Jones, Dean Henderson, Sancho, controversial. Some of 8 players we need to get rid of. I wouldn't get rid of Sancho, but again, you don't know what Ten Hag. If you get rid of Sancho, who's you bringing in? I mean, I'm just looking at the stats here. Both teams had 4 shots on goal. Manchester United had 9 shots. Southampton had 14 shots. 47% possession to Man United. 53% possession to Southampton. Obviously, we had 1 yellow, 1 red. They had 0 reds. We had 2 yellow cards. They had 0. 7 corner kicks to United. 8 corner kicks to Southampton. 12 fouls to United. 9 fouls Southampton. 4 saves each. 0 offsides to United. 2 offsides to West Ham to Southampton. And I'll just look up the Premier League table. The 8 points ahead of Liverpool. Yeah, we're 2 points ahead of Tottenham with a game in hand. So I think that game in hand against Brighton, could be wrong. Brighton away. So and 8 points ahead of Liverpool. And Liverpool will have a game in hand as well over Tottenham. So the stats they're not the greatest, to be fair, but 10 men, like Ten Hag just kind of like just stick to your guns and try not to mess up the shape, because it's hard to defend against a team that know the opportunities there for them. But it's like the game when we played Palace. When we beat Crystal Palace, the starts weren't good because Casemiro got the sending off. But then he got sending off later in that game as well. But fortunately, that's what it's in. I'm not trying to look at an excuse like you went for. We started. I thought the start wasn't too bad, but then the red card did have part to play. But that's why we need to get another midfielder or 2 in the summer. And God knows who they are. But we'll go through player ratings anyways. I'm expecting to give. I think I know who man the match is already. And it's not Bruno. I gave him it the other day. We have Betty's now on Thursday. And it's going to be an interesting one now. It's going to be a very, very interesting game. They'll 4-1 up, so see what he does there. Hopefully we try and appeal it, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens in it. De Gea, didn't think he did too much wrong, so it was 6. No people are probably going to jump on top of me. Luke Shaw, win, draw, lose. I'm a United fan. Nobody can change my wishes, but the great of God will win this EPL this year. If you can win the Premier League this year, well then, whoa. City and Arsenal must have dropped it. We won't lose to Betty's most probably. No. I was we're 4-1 up. Like if we lose, we're not going to get knocked out. If you get me. Luke Shaw 6.5. Martinez for me gets an 8. I thought he had a decent game. Varane 7. Ramsaka is 7. Again, I could be wrong. I could be sound like a bit of a fool here, but the defending was good today, to be fair, and it had to be. Rashford, didn't think he had the greatest of games. I give him a 6.5. Bruno, give Bruno the same. Sancho was poor for me. I thought he wasn't too bad, but I give him a 5. And Anthony 6. And Weghorst obviously didn't get much time to prove himself, so I give him a 4 just to sound nice. McTominay, I thought he didn't do too bad, so 6. And yeah, 6 all around. And my man the match is Lisandro Martinez. I thought it was good, solid as a rock. But when you have a game like that, you know, the defender needed to be good. And, you know, hopefully we can improve. And listen, we have Ten Hag. He's not going to look at that performance and say, yeah, it was 10 men. You know, he will be wanting a better performance. But, you know, you don't have that. That's not part of your game plan. So if Casemiro gets sent off today, this is what we're going to do. It's never part of our game plan. It's never part of our game plan. But who's your man of the match? Who's everyone's man of the match? As I said, new and exciting show tomorrow. Leo will be doing a Premier League roundup, basically going through the weekend's fixtures. Basically all the Premier League games this weekend. You'll be going through the fixtures and talking about them as well. So that's going to be an interesting show. Everyone, please follow our socials. Some links in the description. You can see a few there on the graphic or the edit. And please like, comment, and hit that subscribe button. That has been the post-match review. So yeah, that show will be tomorrow. And yeah, look about and we'll put up a schedule probably later on tonight. Thanks everybody for watching. Like, comment, hit that subscribe button. And I'll speak to you all in a bit.